Okay, I'm kind of stuck in this apartment. It's already 9. Today is July 6th. Wait, July 7th, 2026. Again, my sleep was terrible. I wasn't able to fall asleep until 1:30, and I had a very unpleasant talk with my wife. Um, it didn't go well. I was not feeling so well mentally and came back, talked to her, tried to get some comfort, tried to get some help from her. But now I just keep realizing she's not gonna understand it. I mean, let's just stop those phrasing. I think she's able to understand me well. We spend so much time together. I've told her about how I feel, what I believe, lots of things many times, and I think she's actually understanding, but it just contradicts with what she believes, and worse, it triggers her fear, insecurity, and her problems. Like, my problems will trigger her problems, and then we both are very vulnerable, insecure. When we communicate, we can't truly hear each other. Instead, we are just trapped in our own emotions that were triggered by whatever reasons, by whoever. This is not a blame game. Like, I'm sharing this not to blame her or myself. I just want to say communication was very challenging when you are not peaceful, when you are not collected inside. So I spent lots of time just sitting here on this couch looking outside when it was completely dark. I mean, there were still some lights. Last night, I spent probably like an hour at least. I just constantly battling. I was constantly battling the craving to smoke. I didn't, and that's a big win for me because I could just put myself in the future shoes, which was not new. If I did go into the kitchen, that's the only place I can smoke in this apartment, and I would probably have a stronger temptation to scroll on social media, and I needed to turn on my phone, which I didn't either. So I didn't go into the kitchen and smoke, light up, and scroll, turn on my phone. What did I did? What did I do? I just sat here quietly, looking outside. I was meditating in a different way. Instead of closing my eyes and sitting like erect, I was just sitting like this. I was just relaxing. I was looking up, constantly trying to bring myself back to the present moment and not worry about the future or the past. What my wife said, what my friend did, what I felt. I just constantly try to let go of the feelings, thinking, whatever I held inside. I try to release them. Did it work? Probably did, but I still wasn't feel light. I didn't feel I was freed from my mind, my emotions. I felt peaceful. I didn't feel that. I still felt very heavy. I felt like my mind was constantly having thoughts. Just yeah, I feel like my mind was this piece of mud that's so like heavy, intertwined with so many thoughts, like it could come up from 10 years ago, 2 years ago, 2 days ago, or 2 minutes ago, thoughts about everything, people, events, people I don't know, people I saw on the internet, people in my life, people in the past. Yeah, crazy. This thing here, this mind, it's a very crazy machine. I'd call it a machine. It has no it has no manual though. You don't know how to turn it off. You don't know how to run it well. You don't need to. You don't have a way to, you know, control it like a machine though. It controls you. Your mind controls you. You have so many thoughts, and those thoughts will push you to do things or not do things, and that's how you get controlled by your mind. And I want to be free from my mind. That's why I practice meditation. That's why I just let myself sit here and not do anything. Like since I got up 30 minutes ago, I've been sitting here at the same spot like last night. I drank some water, and that's the only thing I did. I do feel the temptation to turn on my phone and check if I got a new message. Most likely I don't I won't get any message, or I just go to the kitchen and light up a cigarette and just have that exhale, have that quick fix, which doesn't fix anything, which would actually make me feel even worse about myself. And do you know what's worse? I mean, that's not worse. Let's not judge that. I actually probably will go to the kitchen and light up a cigarette after this video. But I'm just consciously delaying that craving. I just want to build a better relationship with the craving because I understand it wouldn't hurt if I wait a bit. It wouldn't make me feel worse if I just sit here and not do anything, not react to it. And that's how I cope with this addiction. I just keep encouraging myself, I don't need it. It wouldn't make me feel better. I don't have to. Smoking wouldn't make me feel better, and smoking wouldn't make my stress go away. Smoking wouldn't solve problems. Smoking wouldn't make me feel better about myself. Smoking actually would make me feel worse about myself. And smoking doesn't even feel good. It might feel good temporarily. In the long run, you have very bad mouth, I mean breath. Breath stinks, and you just hate yourself. You have less appetite. You have you feel less comfortable to be close to people, especially your close one, like my wife, my mom in the past. I mean, when I was living with my parents, I used to smoke cigarettes when I was a teenager, and I just tend to keep my distance from my parents because I didn't want them to smell my cigarettes, the smell of the cigarettes. I didn't want them caught me. I didn't want to find out that I smoked cigarettes when I was only 14, 13 years old. Yeah. But anyway, smoking cigarettes is a very small problem to me. Like I smoked 3 cigarettes yesterday. I didn't smoke. I smoked none during the weekend. Like for 2 days, I didn't smoke a single cigarette, and I'm very confident that I wouldn't get like super addicted to this substance. But what I've said, this thing, mind, your thoughts, this is the thing I'm constantly dealing with. Like I live in my mind. Although I feel good to say that I'm not my mind. I am not my thoughts. I I don't identify with myself. I don't identify myself with my thoughts. I love saying those things. Those things make me feel great. Those things make me feel like I'm enlightened. I'm some kind of I'm Ellie Kip. I mean, I'm not Ellie. Eckhart Tolle. I'm Michael Singer, or whoever who is claim to be enlightened or free from their minds, using their minds as the tools. They control their minds. They can turn off their minds. They can just be at peace with their minds. I think I can mostly. Most of the time, I'm able to come at peace with my minds. My mind don't bother me that much. But when I'm not doing so well, um, yeah, that's when problems will become much more serious. It affects all areas of life, affects your health, affects your routines, affects your relationship, affects your work. Yeah. Okay, cool. I love talking like this. I really want to show people the negative parts of my life. I want to show people the real me. And what is even real at this point? Like, I don't know if I'm actually acting. Maybe I am acting. I'm acting as a different character, and I'm probably doing pretty well in this character. Not so charming, not like Timothy Chom. I don't know how to say his last name, but Timothy Chalamet. I don't fuck that, man. I just say. I just want to say like you can you can try. You express yourself, and like nobody will listen. That's fine. So you can be yourself. You can talk. You can talk to yourself. You can have this monologue. You don't have to care about anything. You say whatever comes to mind. Okay, I think I'm going to record a video in Chinese, and I just decided last night I will not publish this kind of negative sounding videos on Bilibili because my grandma would actually listen to all of my videos, and I don't want to concern her. She doesn't get it. She wouldn't be able to understand this level of vulnerability. Yeah, she would take my vulnerability as a sign of failure or weakness, and she would worry so much, and I just simply don't have to bother her. Yeah, 停止录像。